children, welcome all of you to the online classes of biology. So, children, we were studying Principles of Inheritance and Variation, chapter 5, and we have studied various topics like Mendel's monohybrid cross, the laws put forward by him after his monohybrid cross, and some deviations. And then we have studied about dihybrid cross and the law, that is law of independent assortment put forward by him, and the deviations from this law. Okay, so all this we have seen, and also we have studied a new topic called sex determination and different kinds of sex determination, that is XY, XO and ZW. Likewise, different types of sex determination also we have studied. So today we are going to study a new topic, that is mutation. Okay, so mutation, if you want to understand, you have to remember about the DNA structure. Okay, last year we have studied that DNA is made up of what? Nucleotides, and in each nucleotide, what is there? A nitrogen base is there, isn't it? What are the nitrogen bases? Adenine, thymine, cytosine and guanine. Understood? So this nitrogen bases, they are arranged in a sequence, okay, and they run from one end to the other, isn't it? DNA is just found, okay, arranged along with the the proteins in the chromosomes or chromatids. Okay, so mutation is what? If any change, any alternation of DNA sequence happens, that will result in the change of the genotype, isn't it? If any change happens, then the genotype will change, and that will result in the change in the phenotype. So any change or any alternation in the DNA sequence, I told the DNA is a linear molecule which is arranged in the chromosome, isn't it? And if any change happens in the nitrogen bases, or what, any fragment of the DNA is a fragment of the chromosome is getting added or deleted or duplicated, all this, any change, okay, can lead to the change in the genotype, and that will result in the change in the phenotype. So this phenomenon is called what? Mutation. Understood? So mutation means what? It's, and this will be heritable also, isn't it? If any change happens in the DNA, that can be herited to the next generation. So any what heritable changes that happens in the DNA, that results in the change in the genotype and phenotype, is called what? Mutation. So we have studied that this what recombination or crossing over takes place during meiosis. So that is the result, that is the reason for what variation we have studied, isn't it? So in addition to recombination, what mutation is also playing an important role in in the production of variation. Understood? So variation, of course, variation means what? We have studied what the parents and what offspring, they differ in certain matters, isn't it? So this variation, one reason is what? The recombination or crossing over that takes place during the meiosis, and the other reason is what? Is the mutation. Okay, so this mutation can happen at any time whenever the DNA is replicating. Understood? So this process is known as what? Mutation. So mutation can be divided, okay, into two types. That is, if the mutation is happening due to the change in a single nucleotide sequence, then it is known as point mutation. What is it? Point mutation. Okay, so due to change in a single base pair or nitrogen base pair, we have studied, isn't it? A will pair with T, C will pair with G. So in a sequence, okay, likewise A, T, C, G, likewise you can see what the nitrogen bases are arranged, and in the sequence, if any one nitrogen base get changed, okay, or any change happens in a single base pair, that is known as point mutation. Okay, So point mutation is one kind of what mutation. Then another mutation is chromosomal mutation. Okay, chromosomal mutation, that is if the mutation happens due to deletion, that is a part of DNA is lost during the process of replication, or that lost part if it is attached to the other chromosome, okay, then it will be a gain. Understood? Insertion, a new part is inserted. Understood? That is which was not normal in that particular DNA is inserted. Or sometimes what happen, the same what fragment will get duplicated, one more copy will be there. Understand? So all this will result in chromosomal aberrations. Okay, chromosomal aberrations or chromosomal mutations. Understood? So point mutations can happen due to the single base pair change. Understood? Instead of A, if a G is added. Understood? Or instead of a T, about C added. Likewise, if any change happens, understood, that will result in mutation, that is known as point mutation. And a part of or a fragment of the DNA may get lost, or sometimes may get added or get duplicated. So this also can lead to mutation. Understood now? So the point mutations, okay, examples of, and this listen, and due to this point mutation or chromosomal mutation, what can happen, phenotypic changes can happen, isn't it? So this how it happens we will study in detail in the next chapter. Okay, how genes are controlling the characters by the production of proteins, and that in translation we will study in detail. Okay, so here you understand that if any change happens in the genes, okay, either it can be point mutation, or sometimes what, as a fragment DNA get inserted, deleted or duplicated. In all these cases what happens, certain phenotypic changes can happen. Sometimes it will be causing some diseases. For example, due to point mutation only, various diseases like, have you heard sickle cell anemia? Okay, then what sickle cell anemia, then what hemophilia, all these are examples of point mutation. Okay, means a single base pair change happened, and due to this the person has to suffer means as diseases. Understood? So this is what mutation. Mutation means what then? Any change that happens in the genome. Understood? It can be point mutation or it can be chromosomal mutation that results in the change in the phenotype. Okay, and then the agents which causes mutations are known as mutagens. Okay, so the agents which causes mutation is called mutagens. It can be radiations, it can be certain chemicals. Okay, so this are what called as what mutagens, that is the agents which causes mutation. Okay, you would have heard x-rays, UV radiations, etc. can cause what? Mutations, isn't it? So these are examples of what physical the radiations that causes the mutation. Understood? Then there are chemicals also, okay, which can cause mutations. Okay, point mutations are also known as Mendelian, okay, inheritance or Mendelian disorders. Why? Because they follow the path of what that same inheritance pattern they also follows. Okay, Mendelian disorders we call for what the point mutation, that is due to the single base pair, if the mutation happens, okay, that follows the same Mendelian inheritance pattern, and this is what they are known as Mendelian disorders. Okay, Mendelian disorders and chromosomal disorders. Okay, before studying in detail about the what various Mendelian and chromosomal disorders, let's see what is pedigree analysis. Okay, so pedigree analysis is the study of a particular trait, okay, inheritance of a particular what trait or inheritance pattern of traits, okay, in a family for many generation. Understood? So for many generation, for several generation, the particular patterns or particular trait, how it get inherited. Okay, how what was the inheritance pattern of it, that study is called what? Pedigree analysis. Understood? So pedigree analysis, in this pedigree analysis, what is happening is the inheritance pattern of a particular trait, okay, is studied in a family over many generation. Understood? It is the study of inheritance of a particular trait, okay, in a family over many generations. Okay, how the disease was spread, what is the pattern of its inheritance, what is the frequency of its inheritance, whether male and female are getting inherited, okay, or they are males and females inherit the same trait, or only any what proportion is there. So all this will be studied by pedigree analysis. Okay, so it was asked once, what is the importance of pedigree analysis in human means in human studies. Okay, so in case of plants, control crosses were easy, isn't it? We can take the pollen grain and dust. Likewise, we can do the what control crosses, but in case of human being, it is not possible, isn't it? So only one possible what method is study of family history, isn't it, about the inheritance of a particular traits. So this is the what significance of what pedigree analysis in case of human being. Understood? Control crosses are not possible in human cases, isn't it? So study of family history about a particular traits and its inheritance will give much information. Understood? So what will be the probability of getting this disease to a future generation, and what in which what will be the severity. Understood? Or how it can be controlled, all this can be understood by pedigree analysis. Okay, so pedigree analysis is actually, it's a kind of chart, okay, where by we are representing the what possibility or the probability of getting that particular disease. So listen, some symbols are used. For example, here you can see this is representing the male and then female, and here not sex is not specified, and if it is shaded, then it will be showing the affected individual. Understood? Then a mating between means a marriage is represented by like this. Understood? Then mating between relatives, okay, that is closely related persons will be shown by two lines. Okay, then parents and children will be represented like this. This is what showing that this is the father and this is the mother. Understood? And they are having two children, okay, one girl and one boy. Understood? And if they are having more, then it will be represented in this order. Understood? So this is what showing that the pedigree analysis. Okay, then this you can see here, it's a marriage between a male and female, and they are having a child, okay, a male child, and he is affected. Okay, he is affected by that particular disease. Understood? So this, if number is written in that, that represents what, how many children are affected, sorry, unaffected, 5 unaffected offspring. Okay, so like this, what certain symbols are used to represent the pedigree chart. Okay, so pedigree analysis is what, the study of a particular inheritance pattern of a particular trait in a family for many generation. Understood? So as I told, DNA contain the genetic information, isn't it, for the formation of proteins, and thereby it control the phenotype, isn't it? And if any change happens, that will result in what that is called a mutation, and that results in what, certain phenotypic changes. And I told this what mutation can be point mutation, as in the case of what I told, if the single base pair, okay, is changed, or it can be due to chromosomal changes also, means it can be due to addition, deletion, or insertion, or sometimes the chromosome set itself or a single chromosome may be increased. So all this can result in what? Mutations. Understood? So mutations causes mainly, or many times it causes certain diseases or disorders, and these disorders are known as what? Mendelian disorders and chromosomal disorders. Okay, so Mendelian disorders I told already, it is due to the alternation or mutation in a single gene. Understood? And it is called as Mendelian disorder because, okay, because it follows the inheritance pattern or principles of inheritance put forward by Mendel. Okay, so this can be studied using pedigree analysis also, and examples of this are hemophilia. Okay, you have to remember point mutations or Mendelian what disorders, examples or diseases caused due to the point mutation. Okay, they are called Mendelian disorders, and they are examples of them are, okay, hemophilia, cystic fibrosis, sickle cell anemia, color blindness, okay, phenylketonuria, thalassemia. All these are examples of what? Point mutation, or they are also known as what? Mendelian disorders, as they what follow the principles of inheritance. So examples of them are hemophilia, cystic fibrosis, sickle cell anemia. You might have heard this, isn't it? Sickle cell anemia, sickling. Okay, many are having color blindness, phenylketonuria, thalassemia, etc. Okay, so this diseases can be dominant or recessive. Dominant means what? If only single allele is dominant, then also the disease can appear. Understood? And recessive means that disease will appear only if both the alleles, we know that two copies of alleles are there, isn't it? So in a particular person, if the alleles are means both the alleles are recessive, then only a recessive disease will or disorder will appear. Okay, in that particular person, that disease will appear. And in dominant, what it is? A single allele itself is enough to produce the disease or disorder. Okay, and the diseases can be X-linked or X-linked also. X-linked we have studied where just we have mentioned when we were studying the what Drosophila, isn't it? The eye color and body color, that where this genes were located in the X chromosome. So if any genes that are located in X chromosome, then that is known as X-linked. Okay, so it can be what? X-linked diseases also. Understood? So from the pedigree chart we can understand that. Okay, so here pedigree charts are given for one autosomal dominant trait, okay, that is myotonic dystrophies, and second one is autosomal recessive, that is sickle cell anemias. What pedigree chart is given. Okay, so from here you can see the the mother is affected and the father is not affected here, isn't it? And that they are having, see how many children? 1, 2, 3 and 4, isn't it? Among this, how many are affected? These two are affected, red shaded ones. Understood? And then you can see this is the first generation, this one is the first generation, and this male is getting married to this one. This is not of the child of this family. Okay, and when they are having means they are having 3 children. Understood? And they are not affected. And this girl, this one, she was affected and she got married to a normal person, and they got 3 children, among that one is affected. Okay, so it's an example for autosomal dominant trait. Okay, and then the next is what? It's an example for autosomal recessive trait. You can see that here. Okay, two of them, okay, father and mother were not affected. Why they were not affected? So from that only you can understand that it is a Autosomal recessive trait. Recessive trait will appear only if both the alleles are dominant. Okay, the parents are not affected here, but they are carriers, means they are having one allele of that particular disease. That's what in the progeny they got appeared. Understood? When progeny were homozygous recessive, then only the disease appeared. Understood? So from this we can study. Okay, so this is pedigree chart whereby we can study the inheritance pattern, okay, of a particular trait in a family for many generation. Okay, so pedigree chart I think you understood well. We'll continue with the point mutation or Mendelian disorders in the next class. Thank you.